Hi folks, Alex Klingelhoeffer here with Exencial Wealth Advisors. It's 6:42 here in the middle part of the country. It's Monday, April 26, 2021. Here's your morning jog around the economic headlines of the world. Over the weekend, the U.S. vaccinated about 3 million folks. Now that's down about 1 million from just about a month ago. The vaccination rate now in the U.S. is falling as really everybody who has been an early adopter of getting vaccinated, more than 50% of the population has already had their first shot. Now that's really shifting the focus away from mass vaccination centers in many parts of the country towards distributing on a smaller scale. You know, folks that are late adopters, maybe we're just going to get vaccinated when they visit their healthcare provider. That's leading to a great increase in our surplus of vaccines. We have more than 25 million additional vaccines, many of which actually probably won't be used, right? J&J is now back an active vaccine. AstraZeneca has not been approved yet at all in the US. So guess what the US is proposing to do? It's proposing to send those vaccines to India, where they are sorely needed. India, of course, having the largest outbreak in the world right now. More than 350,000 people a day are being infected with COVID, and that's just the reported numbers. Actual numbers may be much higher. Of course, their infrastructure not quite as good as ours when it comes to reporting vaccination numbers. Why is this important? India has some of the most tremendous growth in the world. It's got a population of around 1.3 billion people who are rapidly becoming middle class. That affects oil, that affects all kinds of consumer goods that rely on the big engines of growth, namely China and India, to grow their revenues. These big multinationals are depending on these really surging middle classes. If those economies, and specifically India's, shuts down for any length of time, we could have drastically reduced, talking about 1 to 2 percentage points of reduced global growth for 2021. Something to keep an eye on. Can the U.S. get enough vaccines to India to help turn the tide there as we are entering the late stages of our vaccination campaign? The German government revised their growth up after a strong Q4 report. We talked about that earlier. You heard it here first. You heard it here earlier. But the German Institute is now projecting their economy to grow by more than almost 4% here in 2021. Of course, their factory numbers have been doing well for a number of months. Germany, with great policy, continues to be a leader in the European economy. Last, Apple is going to spend $1 billion to open another 3,000 person campus, this time in North Carolina in the Research Triangle area. Looks like they're going to do it here in Raleigh. And one of the things that I just want to leave you here about Apple, of course, they're building a campus in Austin. It was highlighted in their video, releasing their trackers, releasing some new upgrades to their Macs at their product day here about a week and a half ago. They just get it. They get that folks want to work in nice communities like the Research Triangle, like Austin, Texas, like Cupertino, California, but all their new buildings are also in states that are really business friendly, North Carolina and Texas. And you wonder why the market values them as a multi-trillion-dollar company. They just continue to make great decisions, great uses of investor capital, and put employees in places that they want to live. That's what I had for today. If you want some additional information throughout the day, feel free to follow me on Twitter. It's OKCCFACFP. Until then, I'm out.